Built on the site of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decades since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready? Set, go.
Right up the gut. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Here we go. Shot.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Blitz coming here. Allen. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Set. Hut, hut.
Throwing here, Allen. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
18 guard, 18 guard.
The give here on second. Crosses midfield, still going. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. Working quickly here. Quickly out to the right, complete. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
They'll try and punch it in. Punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Crowd ball lead.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. They get 22 on that one. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Set. 79.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, kid. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
They run again with Wright. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 1-yard gain on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Back now, pressure on its way. Completed here to Komet. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
The Steelers making their red zone debut in this one. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20.
Let's go.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
Throwing from the gun here. On the move, headed right. He can run it. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
They put a receiver in motion here left. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
We call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept them in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Pass play now. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers start off well to tie things 7-7. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Back to throw now, Allen. He's got a man left. Jukes one defender. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
1st down throw for Allen. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Duke the defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st down and they go right back to him. And he's brought down after taking this to the 26. A dose of the hurry up offense here. From the 26 on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Offense up to the line fast. The handoff on 3rd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to the air. Allen. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll hand it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a yard that time, a defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
3rd and goal for Allen. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 2nd quarter lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Now a run with right. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Right again. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Still going inside the 35. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Has it at the 11. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens with a lot of work to do to get into scoring range. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now Allen. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Another carry for him. He still has room inside the 30. And he has this all the way down to the 23. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Allen. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's the handoff. Has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Back to throw it. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
One last play before the break. Looking to throw. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Gohard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. There's a give for Wright. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up first and 10 from the 40. Here's a give inside to Wright. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody. And maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
They've got a man in motion. Going to the ground again on first. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 27. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play me. He's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Ready? Street, street.
Wright running out of the gun. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Still set up at the 9. It's second and goal. They run in from the gun with Wright. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Working quickly here. Quick pass, pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. And this is picked up by the Ravens. So that was holding on the offense, and a quick declination from the defense means this stands as a turnover. Running this one left. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's second and 7. Complete out to the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Plowing up the middle. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up second and 1.
Half the 60, half the 60. Here we go, set. Check go.
They give it to him again. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Back to the well again. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go. Go.
2nd and 8. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Steelers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown.
They connect on the deep shot. Hits the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers tie this game at 21. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's all knotted up at 21. Plenty of scoring here as we begin the final quarter. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 6 now. Brought in right side. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
19, Tiger, 19.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Offense up to the line fast. Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cup. And he's tackled for a short gain. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18.
Throwing here, Allen. That one's complete, right side. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
Now a give left side. Escapes a defender. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Right side, quick pass, complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Running for the marker on second. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Working quickly here. First down, and they go right back to him. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be second and goal.
Cougar 19. Bronco 80.
Allen looking to throw. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a fourth-quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Now a run with Wright. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. They run again with Wright. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be third and just a yard.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Third and a lone yard coming up. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Steelers losing by 7. Third down, 1 yard to go. Right again. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. This one goes for 3 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Here he is to throw. And it's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he goes out a little short of the 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
This is Wright running left. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running behind center with Wright. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10.
Touchdown!
And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers tie us up 28-all. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Come on, set!
Setting up to pass. He's throwing deep to the left side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Shut up! Mustang 19!
Back to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Ready up!
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining.
Let's go!
Allen gonna throw again. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Go!
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. This is biggest moment of the game so far. An important field goal try here. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Now a field goal try coming up by the Ravens. This is from 35 out on the left hash. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Has this at the 6. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that 1st down flag. They'll try and throw it here. Try and push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So in front of the fly